Hello, this is Talking to the Edge, where we try to walk to the border of a 1.18 Minecraft world, which is 30 million blocks out. We want to give credit to KurtJMac, who originated the idea with Farlands or Bust. His channel will be linked in every description. While we walk, we'll be talking about topics that center around content creation and platforms such as Twitch and YouTube. And every other week, you'll see a guest. Guests will range from our close friends to Twitter mutuals to people we've heard about through the content creation grapevine. So if you have any suggestions on who you want to see on the pod, let us know in the comments. We're back for another episode. It's been a while.
Long.
We did not mean to take a 3-month hiatus.
Have we recorded since I moved?
No, because
I don't think so.
We recorded, then we went to TwitchCon, and then we never did anything. We recorded You Moved, we went to TwitchCon, and we didn't record again.
So, September, October, November, December, 4 months.
We didn't mean to take a 4-month hiatus.
we didn't.
It was an accident. What if this episode was just us, like, spilling tea, like, we got on, and we were just like, yeah, we had this giant fight, and...
We actually hated each other these past 4 months. This will be the last podcast. We still hate each other, but we thought there should be a little bit of closure for the podcast.
We thought we would give all of our friends, who would probably already know this information, closure as to why we stopped the podcast.
Ignore the fact that we've been streaming together.
Ignore the fact that we continued our Test Server Tuesdays.
We can't handle each other for the podcast, but we can handle each other for Test Server Tuesday.
Yeah. For 4 hours instead of also, like, 4 hours.
Yeah.
I brought up my coordinates again, just to show them. We're going east, which we had forgotten when we got on the server.
Yeah, I did think we were going west originally, but this is east, and the number's going up, so this is where we were headed.
At 500,000. Every time we would record, I'd be like, oh my god, we're almost there.
We're almost there.
We're almost there. And then we stopped recording forever, so...
Yeah,
it's fine.
It's alright. Life got busy.
Life did get busy. A lot of things have happened since September and now. Happy New Year to everyone.
I mean, we have met since the last podcast.
We have.
We've met in real life.
We did. We IRL met up since the last time we recorded. That's fucking crazy.
And now we have plans for another meetup.
And now we have plans to meet again. Now, Hannah's talking about all of us moving to London.
I know. When I first got that message of you guys being like, we're kidnapping you when we move to London, and I'm like, that's cool. I'm down for that.
Hannah has said that there is one stipulation. And the stipulation is that if for some reason you cannot find work or you can't get, like, a long-term visa, you will have to marry one of us.
Oh, that's totally fine.
Okay,
I'll marry both of you. It's fine.
Perfect. There we go. I think polygamy is legal in the UK.
Is it actually?
No, it's not.
Oh. I was like, that's crazy if that is.
It's not legal anywhere, I don't think.
I don't think so either. That's what I was like, it's gonna be what? Oh, there's a village already. I don't think we need to stop, right?
I have 56 bread and 17 hay bales.
I have a stack and a half of hay bales.
And I have quite a few beds as well, so.
Yeah, me too. I think we're good.
I think we are also.
But.
Yeah, we met up at TwitchCon. Well, you moved, first of all.
I did. I moved halfway across the country.
Yeah, so that was a big change that happened.
We're not in the same time zone anymore,
which
is wild.
Pisses me off so bad.
I know, it kind of confuses me very often, because we met a lot, we met a lot longer ago than we met the rest of the Alethea people.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't know, I feel like it confuses me the most when I'm trying to make plans with you compared to anyone else in the other time zones.
Yeah.
Because we were making plans way before, and now I'm like, wait a minute.
We had plans way before any of these other bitches.
All the other bitches.
I
don't know, we'll be like, oh, okay, let's stream this time. And I'm like, alright, so then I get ready at that time. And I'm like, oh my god, I have to wait another hour until that time.
I know. I'm kind of used to it because I have high school friends that I still keep in touch with who are, like, either on the East Coast or on the West Coast, so I'm kind of used to being like, this time for me and this time for you. So to me, it doesn't make a big difference, but it does, like, piss me off a little bit when I'm like, oh man, it's not the same fucking time anymore.
To be fair, if we all move to London, we'll be in completely different time zones from all of our friends.
That's very true. We'll have to just fuck up our sleep schedules.
We'll be closer to like Stina and Nick and like all of their time zones.
That's true. Very true. We'll have to go visit them as well.
Yes, of course, of course.
But-
Stina like will regularly message me and be like, "When are you coming to Germany?" Hey, you know this thing that you've been wanting to do? You could just do it in Germany. And I'm like, I guess I could. But...
Hey, you know that coffee shop that you've been talking about? You can just go to a coffee shop in Germany.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I guess. But also like $1,000 plane ticket.
Yeah,
No,
plane tickets are expensive. Did you fall in the hole right there?
No.
Almost. Almost.
It was close. What's a podcast episode without one of us falling in a giant hole?
Exactly. So what did bring on the moving to London thing? Or is it just an idea?
Well, I applied for this job in Scotland.
Oh, amazing.
It is a remote job, so I would be able to work here, but the thing is that they're not gonna hire me because I live in America. There's no fucking way.
Because of like time zone differences.
Yeah,
and
because
stuff?
of like time zone differences and like taxes and like payment.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like a
the
whole
taxes
thing.
and payment would be like the worst.
Yeah, so it's just a whole thing. Even if they would consider me, they wouldn't hire me because they probably have a bunch of like people who live in the UK who have applied for the job.
That would make it a
So-
lot easier.
Right. So I was like, Hannah, I just have to move to Scotland. And she's like, well, there's no jobs for me in my field because Hannah wants to be an archivist. She's like,
Yeah.
there's no archival jobs in Scotland, which is fucking crazy, by the way.
Is that just not a job?
I guess not, because Scotland seems like it's such an old country that it would have tons of things that needed archiving. But whatever. She's like, but you know where it does have a ton of archiving jobs? I'm like, where? She goes, London.
London.
I'm like, okay, I'm down. So that's what brought up moving to London.
Amazing.
It's
Did you see Nick wants to move to the US?
Nikki?
Nia too? Yeah.
No, I did not.
She tweeted about it the other day. And I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you gonna do that?
Well, let's see. Who's here? Who's she like really close with that's like in the US? I guess all of the like 100 Thieves people.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention. Like, I don't super watch any of those types of people's content anymore. But I just saw a tweet the other day, and this reminded me of it.
It's us swapping places.
Yes, exactly.
I think anyone who lives in like a different country always wants to like live somewhere else.
That's true. Everyone just wants, like, a change,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like that's the big thing. So it's like, oh my god,
Oh.
I fell off the tree. But yeah, I don't know.
Moving. Me and Hannah didn't move. Me and Hannah stayed put. Speaking
Yeah.
of me and Hannah, we both have had the flu.
Yeah, I heard that.
So Hannah got the flu first.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, in like a day later, I was like, I feel like shit. Let me also go to the doctor. Well, Hannah had pre-flu is what they,
Sorry.
it's okay. Hannah had pre-flu is what they told her. And I'm like, what the fuck is pre-flu? Whatever. And so they were like, you have pre-flu to Hannah. So I was like, okay, well, if Hannah has pre-flu, let me go to the doctor and like make sure that I'm on top of this. And then I went to the doctor and I tweeted while I was in the doctor's office. I was like, I have the flu. I was so sure I had the flu. They came
Yeah.
back and they're like, oh, you tested negative. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I was like, okay, whatever. And they're like, we'll give you some like medication just to like make sure to see if we can stop the oncoming flu. They're like, because if your
Mhm.
roommate has it, you definitely are gonna get the flu. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Do you want to sleep?
Yeah, sure.
And so then Friday night, I felt okay. It wasn't too bad, my symptoms, but over the course of Friday night, I woke up at like midnight and I was like, I'm nauseous, I have a headache, I can't fucking sleep. All of my bones feel like they don't belong in my body. And I don't want to fucking be here anymore. So
Oh no.
I felt like shit. Like I had vomited a few times that night. But what makes this worse, and this is gonna be, it's so pitiful of me, I have an autoimmune disease which fucks up my muscles, my like voluntary muscles.
Yeah.
And so when I go to bed for the night, I obviously don't take my medication. So I'm like 8 hours without my meds.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to throw up. My meds have worn off, and so my throat. What this is TMI. Trigger warning for vomiting. Skip. I'll give you a time frame to skip to if you don't want to hear about this. But my meds had worn off, so the muscles in my throat would not constrict to let me vomit. So I was just like
Oh no.
gagging.
Oh my gosh.
It was awful. So I was laying in the bathroom. It was so pitiful. I was laying on the bathroom floor. I was fucking freezing.
Oh no.
And I couldn't get off the floor.
That is awful, okay?
It was terrible. So I called my mother. I was like, come pick up Gigi, who's my dog. I was like, come pick up Gaia. I can't fucking deal with her today. So they came and they picked her up. Hannah gave me some ibuprofen and some sleep medication, and I knocked the fuck out for like 8 hours.
Yeah, that's so nice. When you're sick, it's the best sleep. It's awful.
It is. Oh, did you?
That rabbit killed itself.
Damn.
But this does, okay, so the fact that you tweeted before you knew you didn't have the flu, and then you got the flu, makes more sense now. It makes, what Hannah told me more sense now. Because I had seen the other day that you tweeted, you're like, I have the flu. And I was like, oh, fuck, that sucks. Later in that day, Hannah had Snapchatted me, and she was like, oh my god, I have the flu. And I was like, oh no, like, you and Kay both have the flu? And she Snapchatted me back. I was so fucking confused. She's like, no, just me.
No, just me.
And I was like, wait. And I was like, oh, didn't Kay, like, tweet earlier that she has the flu? But then she never fucking responded. So I was like, I basically gaslit myself into believing that you never tweeted that. And then I went and looked, and I was like, you fucking did. I'm so confused. But this story makes it make a lot more sense now.
Yeah. I was convinced that I had the fucking flu, and then you're like, no, you don't have the flu. And then the flu hit me fucking full force, like 2 days later.
Yeah.
And went, actually, you do.
Actually, we're
like,
just a little late.
Fuck.
It's alright.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. Which is what my mother is always like, go to the doctor early, like, get it before it gets you. And I always tell her, I'm like, no, what the fuck are they gonna do for me? And this is another instance where I should have listened to myself. What the fuck were they gonna do for me? Tell me I don't have the flu and send me home?
Yeah, that's what they did.
That is what they did. Yep, exactly. Never following my mother's advice ever again.
I've only had the flu like twice in my life.
I really think this is the first time I've ever had the flu.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
But I feel like there are people who get it like every single year. So I was gonna ask if you're like a ritual flu getter.
I am not. That's why I don't get like the flu shot. Oh my god. Because I never get the flu.
That kind of hurt.
Oh.
Oh my god, you almost fell farther.
It was fucking rough.
Now that I'm an adult, I get my flu shot every year just because I don't, like, you can still, it's like COVID where, like, you can carry it and give it to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to do that.
That's fair.
But when I was a kid, my parents, they're not the best, and they thought the flu, you know how people think the flu shot is what gives people autism?
Oh,
and, like, Down syndrome and things like that. That's how my family thinks. So, like, I was never allowed to get the flu shot when I was a kid. And I think I got it twice when I was a kid.
Ooh. That's fair.
But now I get it every year and I've never gotten the flu.
My parents were just like... My parents, I don't know, they were just like, oh my god, none of you guys have ever gotten the flu. And my mom has, like, 3 other fucking children running around.
Yeah.
I think she had, like, 4 kids under the age of fucking, like, 15 at one point, which was rough. And
yeah,
so
my mom was
like,
the same way.
She's like, I'm not making a fucking appointment and bringing all of your asses up there.
My mom had, because there was me and my twin sister, so obviously we were at the same time. And then my stepdad and my mom got together when my stepsister was 1. So she had 2 2-year-olds and a 1-year-old at the house at the same time. And then when we were 5, so she had a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, or 2 5-year-olds, a 4-year-old, and a newborn.
Oh god.
And that's all of the siblings I have from my mom. But she had like all of us when we were really little, all at the same time.
Yeah.
And I would have not have had a good time.
I would have cried. All the time.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Me too.
But yeah, we met up and we got really sidetracked. I don't know how the fuck we got here.
I don't know either. Just flu talk.
Yeah, just flu talk. That's what the side of TikTok is that just talks about flu. Flu talk.
Exactly. Flu talk.
But we went to TwitchCon, we met up IRL, very crazy.
Yeah. We thought we were gonna die at TwitchCon.
We did. I made a video about it.
For like a hot second, yeah.
Ooh,
this is cool.
Oh, I like this. I feel like we always just like giant holes in the ground.
I know.
I feel like we should go to the Grand Canyon.
We should.
We would really like the Grand Canyon.
I think so.
Ooh, this is cool.
That's exactly what we say at the Grand Canyon.
I will say, I grew up like 30 minutes from the Grand Canyon. Every time I was like, wow, a giant hole in the ground. I was never like, this would be a cool place to build a house, but that's besides the point. But yeah, we met up. We thought we were gonna die at TwitchCon.
We did.
Crowd control was fucking insane. I think Hannah yelled at security guards a few times. At one point, what did we want to get in to see? Like, it was like the drag show? Was it the drag show that we really wanted to get into?
No, we got into the drag show. We sat and stayed through the opening ceremony, and that's how we had such good seats for the drag show. Yes. So I think it was the anime one. Not the anime one, the cosplay.
Okay, so we wanted to get into the cosplay panel.
I have one heart.
Did that take a lot of damage? Okay.
Just a little bit. I didn't heal on my way down, so I was just dropping and kept losing health.
Damn. Yeah, we wanted to get into the cosplay panel. Or it wasn't a panel, it was a contest. Mm-hmm. And at this point, no one had known where, like, the lines were starting, ever. And so, we wanted to get in, so we, like, had shown up at the place that it was being held, like, an hour, maybe 45 minutes beforehand. And Hannah looks at one of the workers and very sternly goes, "Where do we line up?" She was just, like, very forceful about, like, you know what you're talking about.
It's because, like, the day before, we would ask people, where do you line up for this panel? Where do you line up for this thing? Like, all of the big ones, there were always lines before it would actually start. And we would always ask, and then we would almost always be in the wrong spot when it went to go in.
Yep.
Like, they would always give us the wrong information. So we're like, where the fuck are we supposed to be?
And it wasn't, like, just us that they did this with. Like, it was really bad for, like, meet and greets, which none of us went to, by the way.
No, that was too much to do.
No!
Do you want me to make the staircase a little easier?
I'm gonna... Boop.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Yeah, the meet and greets were a lot, because those lines were, like, 4 hours long. And I was not about it. However, we did meet quite a few people just walking around the panel floor.
We did. I can barely think of who we met at this point now.
We met Crumb, Sniff, and...
Yes, oh yeah!
Food Waddle.
That was like 2 seconds into
that was like 2 seconds into the con. I felt bad.
Me
because
too.
I feel like they were just trying to enjoy themselves. But I do this every time I meet someone who I think I slightly inconvenience in any way.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'm so sorry. Even though if it was me, I would be, like, prepared. Like, if I was in their position, I'd be like, okay, well, I'm prepared to, like, take pictures with, like, all the people who want to take pictures with me. Yeah. But, like, in my mind, I'm like, they hate me, and I've inconvenienced their day greatly.
Oh my god, I went right next to the polar bear.
Yeah, he is chasing you.
It's alright.
So
it's not alright. It's alright.
I'm gonna go this way. Oh, this was a bad idea. Oh, don't follow me. Okay. But we met them day one, like 20 seconds into the con.
Yeah. And then we didn't meet, but I did see Amesy at one point.
And Smager.
Smager was, like, guiding Amesy through this massive crowd. And so I was just like, oh, damn. And then I, like, didn't say anything about, like, them being there, because I didn't want somebody to hear me and, like, swarm them, because they were clearly trying to get somewhere. So I remember just being like, oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was
I thought I saw Sorry, go
Keep
ahead.
going.
I thought it was AMC, and then I wasn't sure, and because they had walked like really fast by me, but they were holding Smager was like holding AMC's hand, like trying to guide them through this fucking crowd because it was like a lot of people, and AMC's a small person. Where the hell are you going?
I don't know. Where are you?
I'm east of you. Oh,
I
here.
see you. Okay.
I was like, which direction?
I was looking for you.
Oh, okay. I went through like over that way.
It's like, where the hell did you go?
But they were like very fast trying to get through this crowd. I noticed AMZ didn't notice Major until he was standing directly in my face speaking, and I noticed his voice before his face.
You're like, I know that voice.
I was like, oh my god.
Oh, we saw CG5.
Like 7 million
like
times.
7 million times. I swear we should have taken a picture with CG5 every time we saw him.
That would have been very funny to have like a picture each day, like multiple times a day.
Multiple times during the day. He was very lovely though.
He was.
He was very sweet. And he was just vibing. Like the whole con. Anytime I saw him, he just looked like he was fucking having a great time.
Yeah.
So, love him.
He seemed like he was enjoying hanging out with everyone.
He did. Like, he was just honestly having, like, the best time while the rest of us were fucking dying.
Yeah.
I will say, yes, oh!
I was gonna ask if you want in my boat.
I'm getting out of my boat. I don't want to be in my, I don't fucking drive. Okay. I will say that there were very creepy people, very creepy fans camping outside of the partner lounge.
Yeah, that was strange.
Which is where all partner creators can, like, get into, but obviously it's Twitch, so most of the partner creators are these, like, giant, you know, streamers.
Yeah.
You know, like Dream, and, like, any person on the Dream SMP. Obviously, I bet CG5 was allowed in there, Derivacat probably, any of the 100 Thieves team. Who streams on Twitch, and so it was just very...
I know Saikuno got kicked out at one point of TwitchCon because he wasn't allowed in the partner lounge because he's not on Twitch, which is strange to me. I feel like if you don't want big swarms of people everywhere, allow the people that are big but just visiting from YouTube to just go to the partner lounge. Like, you know who they are. But I heard he wasn't allowed into the partner lounge, so he was walking around, caused too many, like, swarms and, like, basically stampedes of people to the point where he got kicked out.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's wild.
Yeah.
I liked our trip in general, though. TwitchCon was, like, the least interesting. Like, it was a lot of fun, but it was, like, the least interesting part of our trip, I think.
It definitely was.
I had a lot more fun just hanging out.
Yeah, I enjoyed day 2 a lot, but that's just because we knew to stay clear of any big creator panels or anything like that.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I had the most fun at, well, in regards to, like, being at TwitchCon, I had the most fun at the, indie game developers and, like, Twitch streamer panel.
Yeah, that one was, like, so good.
This is how you reach out to, like, indie game developers or, like, their teams, and, like, this is how teams should reach out to streamers if they want them to stream their games. Yeah. So I thought that was a lot of fun. Just because it was, like, helpful, you know?
Yeah.
It was also very motivating, which, I don't know, I just found, like, a lot of the panels that we went to on the second day were very motivating.
Me too. I liked... Because didn't we also go to the, what was it called? The one we went to before the indie games one.
It was also something about development, but it was, like,
I think it was Twitch... Yeah, it was, like, Twitch integration development, that type of stuff.
So it was, like,
it was, like, different ways... Oh my god, ouch.
Oh, sorry!
You're totally good. It was different, like, Oh, we can sleep, actually.
Okay.
It was different, like, programs you can use on your stream or, like, through, like, I don't know.
So it was things like Blurb, so, like, sound integration. There's one that I follow on Twitter right now called Atom. Oh my god.
Yes, I had plans to look into that directly after we got back. Still haven't.
This man is murdering you. Okay.
I know, I can't hit him.
Yeah, so Atom, I really liked his presentation too.
Me too.
He's, so it's a two-man team, I think. The man who presented, I forget, he's not the developer. I forget what he does. I think he does like
No.
outreach and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then his other partner is the developer. But basically, the man who gave the presentation is a drummer on Twitch.
Yeah.
And everything that their program does, everything that Atom does, is automated. So you can like automate the camera switches, and you can automate. He had like lights that lit up in the background that were actually controlled by his Twitch mod, who lived like in Norway.
As soon as he said that, we were both like, Foggy.
Like, we will let Foggy do the whole stream.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, you can change cameras and change lighting, and it's just really cool, I think.
It was very
Where
neat.
did you go?
I'm right behind you.
You're
It's
right here,
okay. I stopped for a second because Kiri was on my lap.
All good, all good. But
yeah.
I thought his presentation was really cool. I just don't know how I want to look into it, but I don't know how I would like use it, you know?
Yeah, that's one thing, like one reason that I don't think I'm gonna use it. It looks so helpful for like streamers who move around a lot, or like streamers who like to do like I don't know, for some reason I feel like Ludwig would really like it.
I think so too.
Just like moving around to like different sets and things like that.
The only thing I could think of that I would ever use it for is if we did like if we got into the Lego stream we've been talking about a lot. If we got into doing those, like if we did them like, you know, like once a month, every few months, you know, if we did one like every once in a while, I feel like having something set up for that would be cool. Like a camera that looks up top and from like the side.
Right.
But that's the only thing I could ever think of using it for. Because I don't have a face on the internet.
Yeah, that's true. I think, what are you looking at?
I'm just looking.
Oh, alright.
I was thinking about if we wanted to boat down that river there, but I don't have a boat.
Oh, here, I got you. Boop. Miss Kirishima, get off of my desk.
But yeah, I think a lot of people could, like, really enjoy the Atom stuff.
I think so too. I think people who like stream for like really long periods of time and break their streams up into like segments, I feel like it would work really well. So I was thinking about like people who like may play a game and then like switch over into like just chatting, but they have like a different scene or like a different backdrop or something for just chatting. They could like switch very seamlessly between those two like segments. But
that's a cool way to do it.
Yeah, so I think it's something that was like super interesting, but like you said, I don't think it's anything that I would personally add to my stream just because I don't move around that much.
Yeah, I don't have a reason to.
But the mod integration was very cool. Allowing your like mod to handle a lot of the stuff like on stream.
Yeah.
I think they also said something, I forget exactly what it was. I thought in my head when they like talked about it that it was really good for like dual person streamers, like people who stream like together but have their gaming on like the same stream, if that makes any sense. Like split screen their gaming.
Oh, okay, yeah. I get what you mean.
And I think it was something like you can have the same OBS and it's hooked up to both. Like, it's on two different PCs, but the two different PCs are hooked up to the same OBS, I think, is like what it was. I don't remember, but I knew it was really good for like dual streamers.
Yeah, I would be able to remember this a lot better if it hadn't been a few months.
Yeah. Very true.
But I think
overall very cool.
Like that. Yes, overall very cool.
But yeah, other than TwitchCon while we were in San Diego, we made friends with lots of Uber drivers.
We did. Scary Uber drivers.
Some scary Uber drivers. I think we thought that one was gonna murder us at one point.
He went down the wrong road, and me and Hannah both, as soon as we got back, I was ready to start, I was ready. And then Hannah was like, I was ready to punch that man in the head. And I was like, Hannah! I don't know if punching him in the head while he's driving is gonna be all the right idea.
Hannah was not gonna let us die in that Uber.
No, of course not.
We went to the zoo day one. which was very
Yes, we
nice.
did. That was a lot of fun.
I do love
It
the
did.
zoo. It was a lot.
Yeah. It was so much. I was gonna say it did tire me out for like the entire first day of TwitchCon, which is like the most stressful day of TwitchCon.
Yeah. I am
So
gonna rat Hannah out here. We got back to the
what?
house, and that night I was like, I really like the zoo, but after like the halfway point, I was kind of like, oh my god, I'm kind of over this. And Hannah's like, I was over it 10 minutes into the zoo.
Hannah's the one that wanted to go to the zoo, wasn't
I'm
she?
like, Hannah, I think I wanted to go to the zoo.
Oh, did you? I thought
Mhm.
Hannah was the one that really wanted to. Either way, it was a fun time, but it was a lot.
The San Diego Zoo is one of the largest zoos in the United States, I think.
Hmm.
So yeah, it was definitely a good walk.
We saw those TikTokers that none of you guys recognized.
I knew who they were. I don't know their names, and now I get
I
her
also didn't know their
TikToks.
names.
Now I get her TikToks all the fucking time.
Well, because like they're married now.
Yeah, they are.
I don't remember their names
I
either.
still don't know who the fuck they are.
No, I don't really like their content.
Me neither. It just pops
But
up
I
'cause
did
it's
recognize
popular.
them. Yeah,
Hiroshima,
yeah.
you can't
I
drink.
did recognize them the second I saw them, though.
Sorry, I'm keep moving my fucking cider because Kiri's trying to stick her fucking paw in it and lick it.
It's all good. But it
Um,
was funny. We kept joking about seeing the dream team at the zoo. We're like,
We
what
did.
if they walk around that
Why
corner
the
right there? And I'm
right?
like, well,
Why the fuck would the dream team be at the zoo?
they wouldn't have been. I think did Hannah start it or did you start
I
it?
think I don't know. It was one of us. I don't remember.
I
But
just
yeah, I
remember
was like,
someone started it that first day, and then the rest of the trip, every time we went anywhere, there was like, what if the dream team's there?
would turn around and leave. Are you on the trees still?
No.
Why am
I'm
I
right
always lost?
Right here. I'm sorry. I'm leaving you.
Don't leave me.
Hello.
I hear you.
Other way.
I
Hello.
see you. Yeah. So like, why the fuck would the dream team be at the zoo? No reason.
There is no reason they would be there.
No
Unless they
reason.
just want to have a good
Unless
time.
they just want, unless they were like us and they just want to go to the zoo.
Yeah.
I feel
Unless
like
they just had interest in the zoo.
I feel like if we were popular creators, we'd be the weirdest fucking people to find.
Probably.
It'd be like, oh, because, you know, popular creators, they have money, so it's probably like, oh, they're probably at these, like, fancy restaurants or, like, big bars or, like, things like that. No, we went to the fucking zoo.
We went to the zoo.
You'll find us in, museums and zoos.
Oh, yeah.
And then we walked
It
around.
was interesting.
Yeah, we walked around Balboa Park for a little bit.
Yeah, we got some food from a little food truck and then walked around.
We had a little
We sat in
picnic.
Balboa Park, yeah.
It was nice. It was really, like you said, just the most fun, like, hanging out and actually getting to see you guys, like,
Yeah.
in real life.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like just like time at the Airbnb also was just like really fun. Like that last day, we spent the entire day in the Airbnb.
We did. Hannah was like, I'm fucking tired, I'm not leaving.
But it was so fun.
It was very good. Oh, and I got to see my friend from high school, Dana,
Yeah.
and that was fun.
We saw her twice, didn't we?
We did see Dana twice.
Because we got food and then she met us for the bar hopping.
Bar hopping.
Which
yep.
why did we go bar hopping when two of you don't drink?
I don't know. Oh my god, I have a story about me
Alright.
drinking. It was my birthday, a few weeks ago. And me and my mom always go out for my birthday. Because it's both of our birthdays, actually. I share a birthday with my mom.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and so we go out together. What's not cute though, which I thought about just this year, when she dies, my birthday's gonna be fucking horrific.
Oh my god. Okay.
So that's all I'm saying. I thought about that this year and I was like, this is awful. But
why are you thinking about that already?
I have this terrible fear that my parents are just gonna die.
I do too, but like I try not to think about it.
I don't know, it was just a thought in my head that day on my birthday.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But regardless of that horrifying thought, when we had went out to this restaurant to like go eat, and my mom doesn't drink, and I hardly drink, but I have a fucking awful alcohol tolerance, like just literally god awful. And so I ordered this like little this little like spiked lemonade. It was a lemonade with vodka in it.
Mhm.
And
Ew.
it was actually really good. It was really good. I couldn't even
Mhm.
taste the vodka. But I was drinking it, and after 3 sips, I was like, Mother, I'm fucking sloshed.
Three
Yeah.
sips.
After 3 sips, I was like, Mother, I'm gone.
Oh
And she's like, well,
no.
we paid like $11 for it. Just finish it. I'm like, okay. So I'm finishing the drink, and I'm like, I'm fucking wasted.
I'm
Yeah,
wasted
I was like, I'm
from
fucking,
these three
yeah.
sips.
I was like, I'm fucking dizzy. It's like, I'm lightheaded, I'm warm. She's like, are you gonna be able to drive home? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. So,
Mhm.
I have a fucking shit
You had to
alcohol
drive
problem.
home? Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah, I did. Are we going the right way?
Yeah. You're like, I got sloshed off of 3 sips of a vodka lemonade.
Yeah.
I drove home.
To be fair, I wasn't like blackout drunk. I was just, my head was a little fuzzy and I was a little bit warm. And it was like an hour after I drank it. So it was fine. I made it home.
Oh my gosh.
I also
Damn.
live 5 minutes from my mother, so
That's fair. That's fair.
it's not like I was driving a long distance. I literally
You have both
leave.
the boats again.
What the fuck? Woo! Alright.
No, I just thought it was funny. Yeah, I do remember. I know you don't drink very much, and Hannah doesn't either. So I remember we went to the mothership place.
That was cool though.
It was very cool, and you guys got. I think you guys got a drink to share, didn't you?
We got, okay, so we each got like a mocktail, and then we each
Yeah.
got our own alcoholic drinks.
Oh, I thought you shared one. Okay, I think you. Maybe you shared one in a different place.
I
I
think-
don't know what I'm remembering.
I don't remember.
I just know Whelm talked me into getting the highest, because they have different ratings. Fuck, I don't remember what the ratings are now, but they're like, like space
like
and
light
like
speed.
themed. Yeah,
Like
like
things
light
like
speed,
that.
like that was, and I, oh my god, I just remember being like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what level I want, Because like I don't drink very often, and I don't like to be like drunk,
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know what I want. And then Whelm was like, well, if they're not gonna drink with me, you have to drink with me.
You
And I was
have
like,
to
oh fuck. They're like, she was like, you have to, like, And I was like, all right, I guess. So I got the strongest one, and it tasted pretty good. But I do remember being a little warm when we left that first
Being a
place.
little
And
warm.
we went to like 2 or 3 other places after that.
I was also a little bit warm after leaving after my one drink.
I just remember being like, wow, we have 2 or 3 more places that we have planned.
I
Where?
know.
How bad is this gonna get?
I know.
Do you have a boat you could place?
Yeah, I do. Of course I have a boat. I always have a boat.
You have both of the boats.
I needed to let you
Alright.
take one of the boats.
It's alright.
But yeah, the
Um,
mothership was very cool. Just like a very aesthetic experience.
Oh yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, that's a themed it's not really a bar.
It's a speakeasy is what they call it.
Speakeasy. Oh, okay. It's just like a themed little like restaurant place. The food was very expensive. We didn't get food.
And it looked like shit. No offense to the mothership.
It did. It looked kind of bad. But they had like all these like themed drinks that all looked very cool and they tasted pretty good, at least the
They
ones I
did.
had. I think we all like tried a sip of each other's as well. And I think, didn't you have a coffee one? You or
did
Hannah
have
had like a coffee one.
and I didn't like it, so I gave it to Hannah. 'Cause
Yeah, I
Hannah
remember
had
it not
one-
being.
Hannah had one that was like sour, and Hannah doesn't like sour things, and I like sour things, so I took it from her.
So you traded.
We traded. We usually end up doing that.
Fair enough. But that
What-
place was very cool.
What in the actual fuck is this?
It's one of those drowned places. It like
Oh.
spawns drowns, but
I
it's
do
not in
this
the water like it's
Every
supposed to be.
time we come across one that's on
You
land,
do?
every time I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Well, because it does look weird as fuck. It.
It is.
But yeah, that was very fun.
I will say, so I'm very used to like going on vacations and having a car. And me and Hannah
Mhm.
just fucking drive all over the city. She's like,
Yeah.
"Do you want to get boba?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then we're like, "Get in the car." Then we go to the boba place, and then we'll the last time we went to Texas, we did a boba tour where we just like went to a bunch of different boba places
That's
around the
so
city.
fun. Yeah.
It was very fun, but that's because we had Hannah's car, so we just fucking drove around.
Yeah.
So
It does suck sometimes not having a
yeah,
car.
I will say I don't love not having a car.
I am learning to get used to it here because, I've moved to Boston, so I don't have a car here. It would cost me way too much money, and I would not use it as often as I should. But it's also, I feel like when you live in a city that's very walkable and you don't need a car in, you, like, find other ways to get around. So, like, I have a bus pass, but you're not gonna get a bus pass for a weekend
Right.
or, like, a week in, where the fuck did we go? San Diego? So, like, oh, get in the boat. Get in the boat.
Get in the
We're gonna go so fast.
Woo!
Um,
We're gonna speeding.
Speed.
Oh my god, we're gonna fucking crash.
But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, it's hard not having a car, especially on vacation.
Yeah.
We did talk about renting one, but we thought it would be more expensive than just Ubering.
Yeah. I don't know, and I can't say. My thing is that I think us Uber Eatsing everything was pretty expensive.
That was pretty expensive. We didn't Uber Eats everything, but we did Uber Eats a
Not
bit.
everything, but we did a bit of things. And I will say
Ouch.
that put like a big tally on like the Uber total.
Yeah, it did.
So-
I didn't consider that when we were first talking about it. Because
But
I was like,
we-
oh, we'll like eat at the what is it called? The convention and all that stuff. But like that's
There-
one meal.
Yeah.
Like then you're supposed to
There
eat more than that.
also weren't like a whole bunch of places to eat like around the convention center for some. Like there were, but none of them looked fucking good.
No, they all kind of look gross. And like if we went after the convention, like where everything was basically closed, it was jam packed
Yep.
because everyone was leaving the convention, you know? So like we didn't want to go someplace, have to wait forever, and then not really enjoy it.
Right, and that's kind of how breakfast was too. Like occasionally, we really just found like little coffee shops
Mm-hmm.
and like got things to eat because every like sit down breakfast place close to the convention center was fucking full.
Yeah, I remember we wanted to go to that pancake place.
Mhm.
Waffle place? Pancakes? I don't remember.
One of the two.
But it literally had a line down the street.
Yeah, and it was all convention goers.
Which we
So-
should have expected, but I've never been to a convention. I didn't expect
That's
that.
true. I will say now we know better, so in the
Yeah.
future we can plan accordingly. Are you having? There we go.
Yeah, I was having difficulties. I was like trying to itch my nose while I jumped up this, so I wasn't using my mouse.
I will say my favorite thing about the convention was playing like I Spy on people's badges.
Yeah.
I loved seeing who was like partner, who was affiliate, or who was just like a community member. And I will say there were
Yeah.
a lot more community members there than I thought there were gonna be.
Me too. I expected it to be mostly like partners and mostly affiliates, to be honest. But there was a lot of community members.
Yeah.
They need a specific mod badge for Hannah.
Oh, they need moderator badges. Poor Hannah. What the fuck? How did she get down this mountain?
I jump.
Okay, you jump.
Just be careful. There is lava
I
down
will
here.
say I see a tree on fire.
Yeah, I'm right next to it.
Oh, I see you. Okay, I'm on my way. Whoop. Not healing.
I don't see you.
I'm on this ice below. Hello, I see you. I'm behind you.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Yeah.
were saying you were jumping down.
No. Hannah was very upset that she did not have any sort of badge other than community.
Mm-hmm.
So they need
We did say
moderator
she has to
badges.
start streaming, and then we all get partner by next TwitchCon, and we get invited. Because I don't think I would go again unless
No.
I was invited.
Yeah, that's a good like wrap-up statement. I think on day 2 we all sat down and decided we're not coming back to TwitchCon unless Twitch is like, will you come to TwitchCon?
Let me get a bet out.
Okay. But yeah, I think
There's a man shooting us.
No, go away, man. Go away. Oh, there he is.
Ouch.
Oh, it's the little. I'm just gonna leave.
He slowed me. Oh
Yeah,
my
I was about to
god.
say, I think they're Oh,
Let's just
he's
go. Ooh,
getting you. Oh, he slowed me too. Oh,
let's go this way.
okay.
Just run.
Just run. Yeah, I think a
But
good
yeah, I would
wrap-up
not go
statement
back.
is definitely we
Yeah.
wouldn't go back unless we were invited.
I think it's very cool, very fun, but it needs to be ran better.
Yeah, there were definitely issues with like the queuing. I thought you fell in that hole.
I almost did.
And like the panel sizes, like the panel room sizes,
Yeah.
and disability lines were just like overlooked
Yeah.
entirely. Just
But
some fucked up things that
yeah.
went on. At baseline, it's a good convention. If
Yeah.
you look a little bit deeper, it's a little bit fucked up.
Yeah. Like I had fun because I went with friends that I wanted to hang out with either way.
Right.
You know, but I would not go if it was like just like if it was just me wanting to go to TwitchCon, especially if I was going with people who weren't really super interested in it, because like my sister originally wanted to go. She literally doesn't know anything about Twitch, but she wanted to go because I wanted to go. And I'm like, if it was just me and her, I feel like I would have had an awful time.
Yeah.
Because the convention itself isn't enough to like make me that interested in going.
No, there's definitely not I don't know. I feel like there were things happening, like panels and stuff happening like all day, but I feel like
it
there
was
wasn't
impossible to
anything
get to them.
happening.
Yeah. Like the ones we really wanted to go to, we kind of ended up having to not do because it either included someone that was so big, like or on the Dream SMP or something like that, to the point where like we're not getting in, and if we do, it's gonna be jam packed of people, and we didn't want to have to deal with it, you know?
Right. Even like Twitch Rivals. First of all, the last Twitch Rivals was so fucking long.
It was so long.
I was freezing my ass off and I was tired.
It was so cold in there.
It was so cold. But like this one didn't bother me as much, but I wanted to be closer to the Twitch Rivals stage, but they had something going on before that they just like
Did Fortnite.
yeah, Fortnite. They just let everyone like stay in there for.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, I understand we did that for like the Twitch opening showcase and the drag showcase.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I feel like it was different.
It was different because we didn't get good
It
seats.
was different because I had to sit way up in the stands. It was very upsetting. Oh, I didn't make it.
Oh no.
I was trying to jump into the boat.
But it was alright. I think it was fun. It was definitely only fun, I feel like, because we all went together and we were like hanging out the whole time.
Definitely.
The panels were cool, but I feel like I could have just like if no one else was interested and I had to go there alone, I would rather just watch a video of it, you know?
Yeah, like watch
That's
it on
the
Twitch.
takeaway.
Because all of it was live streamed.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm fixing my headphones.
No, you're good. Yeah, I think definitely next time if we're invited, that's when I'll go back. But
yeah,
until then, I will stay very nicely at my house.
Yeah.
But, you know, San Diego was a good time, just in general. And I'm excited to meet up again.
Yeah. I don't think we've, like, anyone has said anywhere, but we are going to the Taylor Swift concert.
We are.
One of them. Not the Taylor Swift concert.
The one singular Taylor Swift concert.
The one and only show.
That's why it was so hard to get tickets, because there's only one show happening.
To be fair, we got our tickets so easily, I think.
Okay.
I know y'all got it for us, but I feel like we had such an easier time than most people.
Because the way that the Taylor Swift ticket thing worked is, like, you had to sign up for, like, you know, pre-verification. I don't know what it is. You had to sign up for, like, pre-sale. And when you signed up for pre-sale, then they would put you in, like, this raffle of, like, who gets to buy pre-sale tickets. And only a few people, like, I don't know, I say a few, but it's probably, like, a good bit of people got chosen.
It was a lot of them.
Yeah. A lot of people got chosen for pre-sale tickets, but some people didn't. And so there's, like, 6 of us going to the concert.
Yeah, there are 6 of us.
6 of us, I think only, 2 of us got pre-sale?
Yeah.
It was me and Hannah, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, and I signed up with 2 emails.
Yeah, that's insane. My daughter is causing a fucking ruckus. You keep voting, I'm gonna let her in.
Sounds good.
But yeah, so me and Hannah got pre-sale tickets. At the time, I was not working.
Hmm.
And so I was just home all day. And Hannah was at work. So obviously everyone was like, okay, you got it. You can get the tickets. You got this.
I know
I've
you were stressed
I
about
was
it.
so fucking stressed. I've never done this before in my life. I've
I was at
never,
work, but I really appreciate you sitting and
of
getting tickets
course,
for
it's no
us.
problem. Shadow came and he sat with me while we got the tickets.
Hmm.
And he was like telling me like little tips and tricks.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was gonna say, I
screen
feel like he was
sharing.
the most confident about it,
He was
so I'm sure
very
that was
good. Yeah,
helpful.
he was very good to have on call. I really appreciated Shadow being there for me.
Yeah.
He was like, "Don't refresh." I was like, "Okay, I'm not refreshing." It was very nice. It was like a support system behind me while I was getting these Taylor Swift tickets.
Hmm.
But we're going to a show on the East Coast. I could say where we're going, but also I don't want anyone to find us and murder us.
Yeah.
Not that I think anyone's gonna
I
find
mean,
us and murder us.
there are a few shows around because I think people can know you guys are coming to like me and Shadow, right?
That's fair. Okay,
If
we
not,
got
then we can cut it out.
no,
But
it's
like
good.
y'all are all gonna come here because of the show within drive. Like we're gonna have to drive a couple hours
We can just say
from
it
here.
because I don't think anyone's gonna find us and murder us.
Okay, I don't think so
um,
either.
we're going to the show right outside of Boston, one of the three shows.
Yeah, I
Um,
also said a couple hours. I think it's like an hour, maybe 45 minutes, maybe.
yeah, it's not that far. It's like a little. It seems like it's a little suburb of Boston.
Yeah,
Uh,
I didn't know if you wanted to know if I mean if you wanted to tell people how close it was. So I was like 2 hours could be so many places around Boston, so it's
Yours,
fine.
maybe. But yeah, we're going to the show right outside of Boston, one of them. And I think this is my theory, and I think I'm correct. That it was so easy for us to get tickets because all tickets for any show went on sale on the same day on pre-sale.
Hmm.
But they went on sale in like time zones in increments.
Yeah, I do think
So
that's why.
I think so too. So if you had an Eastern showtime, so all tickets went on sale at 10 a.m. in the time zone. This is so confusing to fucking say. How do you explain
Yeah.
this?
So they went on sale. So like we were buying a ticket for EST. So they went on sale 10 a.m. EST, right?
Right, which the CST time zone wouldn't have their tickets on sale because they're 9 a.m. CST at that point.
Yeah.
So we bought all of our tickets first. Anyone who had an Eastern time zone uh show date,
Hmm.
they got their tickets before any of the other time zones got their tickets.
Yeah.
So people, I think once the central time zone started buying tickets, that's when everything got fucked.
Oh my fuck. Oh
I
my
do see
god.
that lava coming down.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, I better get my ass out of
I
here.
also think it got fucked up like throughout the day because so the reason the pre-sale thing was so awful is because they were supposed to section out a certain amount of tickets that were going to be available for pre-sale. Instead, they just let people buy as many tickets as they wanted. So tickets were
Oh.
selling out to entire shows just in pre-sale.
Oh, I did not
Like
know
there wasn't
this.
even tickets available for general sale in some shows.
Damn.
So I think the issue with the pre-sale was that people were like people who wanted tickets for EST would go try to buy tickets for EST. And then a show would sell out, so then those people would also go to the CST as well as the people who were already going to the CST. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, I
Like
see
they
what you're
just pick
saying.
a new show. So like whatever time zone you were in, the later it got, the more people were trying to get in, I think.
Mm-hmm. That's
Because
fair,
everything
yeah.
sold out for EST, so they're like, oh, I'll just fly to a different destination. They'll go somewhere CST.
Right. That makes sense. I
Which
didn't
I
even
think
think
is
about
why it
that.
got so fucked.
Yeah, it was definitely really bad. But we had a great time buying our tickets.
Yeah, it was so
It
fast.
took 30 minutes and we were done.
I was at work and I was like on my break right after they bought tickets and I was like, you guys were in VC for no time at all.
Yeah, we were done really fast. My
You sent
favorite
a
thing,
message being like, "Oh, we're here in VC
right?
waiting," and then like 30 minutes later, we have tickets, and I
We
was
have
like,
tickets. We got them. Don't worry, we got it.
"Huh?"
My favorite thing is I think Shadow sent like a video of like just like whatever the fuck went wrong on Ticketmaster. And he was like, everyone say thank you, Kay, for getting the pre-sale code.
Yeah.
was like,
He
"You're
was sending
welcome."
stuff of like all the issues people were having. Be like,
Yeah.
everyone say thank you.
But yeah, my friend Dana, who we met up in San Diego with, is also coming to the show, and she lives in San Diego. That's where she's like doing her master's degree. And so all the people in her lab were also trying to get Taylor Swift tickets. And they're Pacific time, so
Oh.
they're the last people to get tickets for Taylor Swift.
Yeah, see,
And
I think they
so,
would have had the worst time.
yeah, and so everyone was freaking out in her lab, like just in hysterics. And she in her mind, she's like, I already have a ticket.
I don't have a ticket. I'm already
She's
going to a
right.
show.
She's like, I think they would have fucking murdered me.
If she said something,
Yeah, she's like, I have one.
yeah, probably.
I thought that was very funny. Oh, I got it. Do you want to sleep?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Because we're in a... What the fuck? I didn't even put... You know when sometimes you, like, switch things in your inventory, but it doesn't actually switch them in your inventory?
Yeah.
It happened, and I was trying to put down a snowball on the ice, and it just wasn't working. But yeah, so we bought Taylor Swift tickets. I'm very excited. That's gonna be our next meetup.
I know, you guys are coming, Lindsay's coming.
Yeah.
Gizmo and Blaze are not coming to the concert, but they
No,
are
but they'll
coming to
be there.
Boston.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited. I'm so excited.
I have met the most of our group members so far.
I know, we should
but-
make you a chart.
Maybe,
Charts
maybe.
of how many members has...
I mean, but it's about to, like, skyrocket for everyone else as well. Because, like,
That's
I have
true.
met you, Hannah, Whelmed, and Lindsay, who are people who are coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've also met, obviously, Spidey, Jacob, Zach, who I live with.
Right, your roommates?
I've met Lindsay. But when this trip happens, like, you will have met all of my roommates, and also Gizmo and Blaze, and also Lindsay. So, like, it's about to be less of a accomplishment to have met all these people. Because you're all going to all also met.
Right, I think we'll all have met the same people at this point.
Yeah. Because I don't think there's anyone that I have met that isn't coming.
Yeah.
So it'll be all equal now.
An Alethea meetup.
We gotta get a lot more people. We gotta get, like, Mel.
Mel wants us to go to a Comic-Con this year.
I would be so down. Do that instead of TwitchCon.
Yeah. Exactly.
Fuck TwitchCon.
I want to so bad. Fuck TwitchCon. I feel like both you and Hannah are very similar, in a lot of ways. So I feel like I have just attracted the same person in different fonts.
That's so fair.
Like, you're obviously very unique in your own ways.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I've attracted a similar person, a similar personality type. And I'm very down.
I will never take offense to being compared to Hannah. Not compared, being... What is that? What word am I thinking of?
I have no
Where,
idea.
like, I don't know. Because we're not being compared. Because we're not being like, oh, this is different, you know?
Similar?
I don't know, I guess.
I don't know. Oh, get out of the boat. I don't know what word you're looking for.
But I don't know either. But I will never complain about saying that we are the same. Because Hannah's great.
We love Hannah.
We do.
I feel like also we just very much all understand, me and Hannah have been talking about this a lot, and we send TikToks of this to each other, where it's like, on vacation, I need at least an hour of time in the morning, and before I go to bed, to just sit on my phone and scroll through social media.
Yeah, to just chill.
Yeah, to just not say anything to anyone, but be in each other's presence.
Yeah. I think that's the best time hanging out, to be honest.
It really is.
It's just, like, chilling in the same space, but, like, not really talking or doing anything together.
I know, I wish our TV would have fucking airplayed shit at the Airbnb.
I know, we wanted to do that so bad.
Just watch YouTube videos.
Just wait, when you guys visit, I have my Switch hooked up to our TV, and I've been wanting the roommates to play, what is it called? Mario Kart.
Oh.
We gotta play Mario Kart when everyone's here.
That'll be amazing. I'm very excited. And when you guys visit, we have so much fucking room. Me and Hannah have created this space for like entertaining, like a house just for like guests.
Yeah.
No one fucking comes over here.
I will come over.
We have 2 extra beds in our house. For what? For
Do
why?
you really?
We do.
Oh my god.
2 extra beds.
See, I'll just come crash in one of your extra beds.
Granted, they're in the living room.
Forever.
It's like
They're in the living room.
it's a day bed.
Oh, are they just like? But don't you have a couch as well? Do you have a fucking massive living room?
Yeah, we have a couch. I'll send you a picture after the podcast. We have a couch and we have a day bed. And the day bed has a trundle underneath it.
Oh, okay. I was picturing like 2 day beds like in the same room, and I was like, I know you guys have a couch because you guys have sent me pictures. So I'm like, do you have a couch and 2 day beds in your living room? How big is your fucking living room? I know your living room does look big in like the pictures you guys send, but I was like, that is fucking massive. If it can fit all that plus like other decorations and stuff, I'm like, that's a pretty big fucking living room.
We got a pretty good deal going on here with the house.
Oh my god, look at this massive portal.
That's fucking huge. What's in the chest? Probably nothing good.
Probably not, but we can check it.
Yeah, I also just want to see how tall this poor Jesus. Literally shit.
Literally gross.
Ew.
But I do understand like wanting to like have space for people if they want to be there, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted to do that when I moved in here. I really wanted to figure out some way to do because remember, I wanted to get a trundle bed because I had to get a small bed either way. So I was gonna get a day bed with a trundle for like if people wanted to visit, I would have a place for people to sleep. But that didn't work out because this room was smaller than I actually thought it was.
Yeah, but it's fine. You made it functional.
Yeah, I thought it was tiny and it was smaller than it was.
And it was even smaller than that. Very nice.
But we have air mattresses.
Yeah, that's fine.
That we kind of just offer to people.
Yeah, exactly. That works.
I don't know. I like hanging out with people. Oh, this is interesting. It's like an underwater ravine right there.
Oh. Very nice. Look at that. Whenever I watch Pun speedrun, he doesn't speedrun a whole lot anymore, but he used to like try to find these like underwater ravines to make nether portals in.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. He's the only person that I've ever seen do that. I know it's like probably a well-known tactic, but I don't watch many people speedrun, so.
Yeah, I don't either.
Hold on, I have a list. What else has happened? TwitchCon, moving, just a lot of shit has happened.
We both have new jobs since the last time you saw us.
We do. We both have new jobs since the last time you guys heard from us.
Which isn't that surprising for Kay, I feel like. Because she's always having like 5 jobs, adds another one, gets rid of one.
We always have new jobs. I always am rotating everything out. I will say now I only have 1 job.
Very nice.
So, but it is like
I did not know that.
Yeah, now it's like an 8 to 5, so it's just 1. Well, it was unexpected. I was supposed to have 2 jobs this upcoming semester, but my fucking university fired me, so.
Oh, I forgot about that. I was about to ask about the teaching one, but
yeah. Well, okay, so it wasn't for the teaching. The teaching was like a 1 semester thing.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was aware that that one was coming to the end, but I was a research assistant for the university that I attend, but now I work at a different university, and the university that I have classes at was like, no, you can't do that, and then they fired me, so.
So you work at the university Hannah goes to, right?
Hannah doesn't attend classes.
Oh yeah, she doesn't.
But she works there as well. We work in
the
same office.
She works there. Okay. As soon as I said it, I was like, Hannah's not in school.
Hannah is in school,
right?
Actually,
she is in school.
She is. Hannah is going.
I'm so confused about everything.
Hannah's going to get her master's in library science right now.
I feel like you and Hannah both have so much going on that I just can't keep up.
That's very fair. There's a lot.
Because I don't have that much going on.
We're constantly like, we have to remind each other of things. It's like, oh my god, what the fuck are we doing right now?
To be fair, I live with Spidey, and I can never fucking remember
I
what
feel
she's
like
going to school
Spidey
for.
always has a fuck ton of shit going
Oh
on.
my god, Spidey's the busiest fucking person I've ever met.
Do you want to sleep?
Yeah, I will come down here and sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna sleep right here.
But yeah, I live with her. I know what school she goes to. I went to a play that she choreographed, a musical she choreographed.
Oh,
Don't fucking know what she goes to
fucking
school
know.
for.
Amazing.
I know she's applying to med school. Don't know what she goes to school for.
We'll just say pre-med and call it good.
Maybe. I don't think that's it
Impossible.
though.
That's funny. Biology?
I think it's biology something, but it's like a longer name, you know? It's like a
Yeah.
specific thing.
There's a baby zombie chasing you. Just run, he's burning.
I'm running. Yeah.
Yeah, we both have new jobs. Which
I feel like life is very different, but so similar to how it was before.
that's so poetic.
No.
Life is very different, but also similar.
Because I feel like, personally, I'm doing the same shit, but just in a different place, and it's a lot different. You know,
Yeah.
but I'm still I'm still working almost every day, and then coming home and playing video games for
That's
almost
fair.
every day. But now I come home here, and I take the bus or walk. And I actually like spending time with the people in my household,
Oh.
you know?
Yeah, I know.
At home, I would, go to work, come home, sit by myself in a VC. Not by myself in a VC, but sit by myself in the room in a VC with my friends.
Sit in a very lonely VC. No one came to see me.
No one came to see me. It was actually a private VC. No one
But I
can see me.
just sat there.
I just sat there, though. It was on purpose. I wanted to be alone.
It gave you comfort knowing that you were in VC, but no one could see you.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like my life is very similar, but like so much of it is different, you know?
Yeah, a lot happens in the span of a few months.
Yeah.
You moved, got a new job. I got fired, got a new job.
Yeah. Oh god. I got fired.
I got fired, got a new job. To be fair, I'm leaving on my resume that I worked for them until the end of this semester because those fuckheads fired me unprovoked, so.
Yes. That is good.
This was my last
Okay.
semester working there, and they couldn't have just left me alone for one more semester.
Fair
So,
enough.
Whatever. But
Did I tell you? Sorry.
keep going.
Did I tell you I got back from? So I went home for 2 weeks, back to Illinois for 2
Mhm.
weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And before I left, like months ago, maybe 2 months ago, a month and a half, I don't know. One of my managers at Starbucks at work was talking about. I wasn't supposed to know about it. They were like, "You can't tell anyone. You can't talk to anyone about it, but you might be getting a raise at work."
Oh.
Right? Everyone might be getting a raise. Everyone, like, minimum wage going up at Starbucks as our store's, like, policy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, a few days after I got back from, my trip, somebody was talking about, like, how much we're getting paid now.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wait a minute, that went into effect?
Oh.
Nobody told me about this. Nobody told me because they just assumed that I was told by someone else.
Oh, very nice.
So I got back from my trip, and halfway through the trip, they had raised it and told everyone. But I knew about the raise, but I didn't know it had gone into effect because I wasn't supposed to talk to anybody about it. So I wasn't gonna bring it up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to snitch.
Until you got your next paycheck, and you're like, wow, why is there so much money on this?
Yeah, basically. I don't know. I thought that was funny.
That's very nice, though. A raise.
It's nice, yeah. I was just like, oh,
Oh, okay.
would have been nice to know.
Right, no one thought to tell me?
Oh,
Look at that big arch.
I just
Oh.
ripped the cord out of my headphones
Oh.
with my foot.
Amazing.
I was sitting cross-legged and moved my foot a bit, and it just ripped it out. It's alright. It just scared me.
I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god, Ben is dying. Oh.
Oh.
Or like you forgot to do something. I was like, shit.
I actually have to go right now.
I have to go. I
Um,
forgot about this very important thing that I'm supposed to do.
um, did we want to talk about like our plans and goals and everything for
I
this
was
year?
gonna say I have resolutions on here.
Do you?
I do. New Year's resolutions in terms of like gaming, or if you want to talk about non-gaming resolutions. I personally
Ouch.
don't do a whole lot of resolutions because I
I don't
find them,
either.
no offense to people who do, but I find them stupid for me because I don't ever fucking do them.
Yeah,
So I don't make
I
them.
I feel like the issue is like resolutions, you're supposed to do something big that you want to do all year.
Hmm.
But I feel like big goals like that, unless you set smaller attainable goals, you're never gonna fucking do it.
That's
You
very
know,
valid.
some people do. I personally don't have the discipline for that.
No, I
Um,
don't either.
but I think I don't know. I don't have like general life things that I'm planning on doing this year, but I have a few like content things I would like to do.
Okay, elaborate.
I don't know. I'm just, I wanna try to
No,
be more consistent in my schedule on content this year. Hope
fair.
we can stay as consistent as possible with the podcast. I know we've never been wildly consistent with it, but I'd like to see if we can try.
I think we've been pretty good with it. It hasn't been terrible. I mean, I know there's okay. I
I think
think
it's been pretty good as this is our first podcast in 4
okay,
months.
okay. But I will say when we first started, we were pretty good.
When we first started, I feel like we were very good about it.
We were very consistent, and then life happened. I'm dying. Hold on, let me clear my throat.
You're totally okay.
And then life happened. In the last like 4 months of the year, and it was rough. I was at nighttime. It's
Yes.
thunderstorming.
Yeah, a lot did happen.
So it was just rough to stay consistent, especially trying to get used to like our new work schedules. Oh,
Yeah, that's all good.
and things like
Uh,
that. But yeah, being consistent with the podcast would be nice.
yeah, I want to try to be consistent, like in general. I know, we've been doing TST for a while. Hopefully, we can keep up with that.
Yes,
I
I
know
do love
sometimes we skip that, but that's never like,
never like weeks and weeks.
yeah, usually it's like maybe a week or two, and then we get back to it.
Yeah, usually it's like if one of us is out of town or if one of us has like an event that night.
Yeah, I know. I think we had like maybe 3 weeks off a little while
But you were
ago.
also gone like for the holidays.
Yeah, I think that was because of holidays and moving and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I feel like those are the two biggest gaps that we've had.
Yeah, I feel like
Um,
TST is always pretty consistent,
but yeah,
which
I'm
I
trying
really
to.
like. I still remember
Yeah.
when I was like, "Hey, do you want to do TST?" And I was like explaining to you what it was.
Mhm. It was very fun. But yeah, I don't know. I already I put it on Twitter and like in my Discord and everything, but I'm trying to do a few extra things per week, you know?
Hmm.
Valorant, Minecraft.
Yeah.
I know I have Gen Day Mondays now, starting
Sunday,
tomorrow.
Monday. Start.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah,
we're starting
we're
tomorrow.
yeah, we're recording this on the 1st, by the way.
We
It won't
are.
come out until what?
Fourth.
4th?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, every Monday I'll be playing Valorant duos with Keegan. I want to play a lot more comp this year. I've been playing comp for probably a month and a half, and I've already gone up 4 ranks. Not ranks,
Oh.
like levels.
Hmm.
Because I started bronze 2, now I'm bronze. Or no, now I'm silver 2, sorry.
Nice.
Which, like, isn't high. I'm still ass at the game,
I'm
but I'd
still
like to get
ass at the
better.
game.
I want to
Yeah.
do that. I want to get better building, so I'm starting to like do Minecraft like creative building every Friday.
Ooh.
I don't know, want to do some TikTok stuff. Want to try to
Hmm.
get consistent with it, but who knows? I struggle so much with TikTok.
TikTok is fucking rough. I feel like only just recently I've been finding, like, over the past, like, maybe 2 weeks, I've been finding constant, like, success.
Yeah, your TikToks are doing good.
Thank you.
I feel like every time I see one, they're popping off a bit, you know?
Ah, thank you. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did.
Oh fuck. I was trying to weave between them. Uh oh, I didn't mean to get out.
Oh.
We're in the swamp. I thought there was more land to run on than that. Um but yeah, I don't know. Just trying to be more consistent. I feel like I had times where I was streaming and like posting things a lot this year, and then there were times where I would stream like only TST and that was it. That was all my content for an entire month, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which is like definitely because of like burnout and stuff, but you know, trying to give myself chill time so I don't burn out as fast.
Yeah, I definitely, speaking of burnout, I definitely have burnout here at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I find that at least for like the past like 2 months or so, I've just been kind of like bleh with like my streaming schedule. Because I'm just, I don't know, I'm not that I don't like streaming, but it's like sometimes I'm just like I don't want to.
Yeah.
And if I don't want to, then I'm not going to because it's hard to kind of like force, you know.
People can tell usually.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not gonna like force myself to stream when I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping to, at least, get back into it kind of at the start of the year. Like you said, be more consistent. I personally want to be more consistent with both like my stream schedule like you and also uploading to YouTube. I don't upload very often to my commentary channel, which is like my bigger channel of my two. Just because I have to have something that interests me to actually create something there. And recently burnout is just a fucking bitch. And I have no interests or hobbies at all. So it's rough to create things for my commentary channel when I'm not like into it. But
yes,
I've been
definitely.
posting to a separate gaming channel, where I post like my demos that I play, that I stream on Twitch. And I actually really like that. Like I don't mind editing those down. And I don't mind putting those up on YouTube. They're like not difficult because it is already recorded.
Yeah.
And it's not like difficult editing. So I've been really actually enjoying that. So I'm hoping to do more of that this year as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds very fun.
Just maybe put some more effort into different like avenues of content creation.
Yeah.
I think that me, you, and Hannah should play Raft.
I'm so down.
Because Hannah has a fear of water.
Oh, great. Okay.
So I think that we should
I
play.
actually really like Raft, and I've played quite a bit of it.
Okay, perfect.
Because me and Jacob had a good, like, 4 days where we played it for, like, 12 hours each day.
I remember this.
Back before when I was living with my mom, actually. Like, way back.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time I've played it, other than, like, a few, like, like, hour-long sessions here and there, but I would love to play with you guys. There's actually been, like, big updates since the last time I played it.
We should definitely play. I think it would be very fun.
Ooh. I'd have to actually learn how to play, though, because usually I make Jacob do all of the important stuff, and I just make the raft look cool.
Very nice.
It's
okay, we'll all learn
like, I know
together.
basics, but yeah. I know basics, but there are a few things, like, you have to, like, know how to do, and I just make Jacob do it.
Very nice. I love that. What's Jacob for, other than doing things in Raft?
Exactly. This is cool.
I do like this little area that we're going through. I will say, personal life goals. I don't know, for some reason I want to get back into blanket making. I used to make blankets a lot with my mom.
Ooh.
And I want to get back into making blankets because I feel like when I was younger, I was like, this is such a fucking pain in the ass making this fucking blanket. I was like, I'm sitting on this goddamn floor making this blanket. My back hurts. I was just complaining about it the whole time.
How do you make them? Do you sew like quilts, or is it crochet or knitting?
So it's called like a tie blanket. So you take 2 pieces of fabric that are the same length.
Oh, I've heard those. I've seen those. I mean,
yeah, and you like
oh god,
cut little. Oh fuck. And you cut little strips. Big. I like the different reaction. Oh god. Oh fuck. And you cut like little
you tie them
strips.
and you like, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. Yeah, you tie them, like each little strip you tie together, and so it ties the blanket together. The two
Yeah, I
different, like,
used to
pieces of
have one of
fabric.
those.
My mom used to make them all the time. And recently she
Nice.
made one for like each of her dogs. Um, so
Cute.
yeah, so she likes to make them and she's very good at them, and I always used to help her with them. So I've been thinking about getting back into making those blankets.
Nice.
So,
I need to practice my dice making for when you guys come. I want to give you
oh,
guys each a set of
that's
dice.
cute. That would be very nice.
I did get an insert for my pressure pot the other day, and
Oh,
it arrived, and I'm so excited because the inside of my pressure
ooh.
pot isn't flat at the bottom.
Hmm.
So if I put a mold into it, it'll fuck it up.
Oh,
But it's very nice. I want to give you guys dice.
oh, I'll be so excited.
Jacob really thinks I need to get good at it and start an Etsy shop so I can get rich. I
Yeah,
don't think I could get rich off of it, but I could try.
we can try.
Um,
I think it's a good idea.
I think it's a fun thing to do, and I love how pretty they are. I didn't think, like, when I started trying to make them and like getting into the hobby, I didn't think about selling them, but I guess it is a possibility if I like it enough to like spend that much time doing it.
Yeah,
But if I don't like it enough to spend that much time doing it, it would
yeah,
just make me hate the hobby, and I would hate that, you know?
yeah. I
Because I
definitely
have a
wouldn't.
lot of fun doing it.
Right, I definitely wouldn't like try to monetize it if you aren't like, I don't know, if you think you're gonna hate it afterwards.
Yeah. That's what I'm just, because, like, currently, I really like it. I'm having fun with it.
Hmm.
But I'm also, like, only doing it when I'm in the mood for it.
Right.
And people who are like, oh, you should try to sell them. And I'm like, but then I might get an order when I don't feel like doing it.
That's very fair
And
and
then I'd have to
valid.
force myself to do it.
You could make like batch orders, so only have your listings up, have it like, I
Oh,
don't know
that's
how they do
true.
this, but like occasionally I'll get something on Etsy and it's like one left like in stock.
Yeah,
And
you
then
can add your stock in.
right, and then after it's
So I could
gone,
just make them and
right.
not do like custom ones. Just to
Hmm.
be like, oh, this is what I have. You
Or
want it?
like
No? Okay,
right.
cool.
Or if like one day you feel like having custom orders and like you are like a pretty big dice maker, you can be like,
Could you imagine?
could you imagine? You could be like, I have custom orders open for like this week and this week alone. Like put in your custom orders and I'll
That's
make them
fair.
and then like close it.
I think it's the same as like artists who do commissions. I feel like a
Hmm.
lot of artists are like, I want to make money off of this, but I don't want to ruin this for myself because it will do
Yeah.
that so fast, I feel like. Trying to
Hannah
monetize on a hobby is awful.
it definitely
It's like a
is.
weird slippery slope.
Yeah. Hannah had a tattoo artist that she really wanted to get a tattoo from, but she wasn't like, I don't know, she didn't do tattoos like I would normally see them. She drew her own tattoos and then went, this is what you can get from me and I won't draw anything else.
I have seen that before because they don't want to they don't want to tattoo anyone else's work.
I see.
And then they're like, but oh, like, but this is like specifically what I want to tattoo, and I don't want to tattoo something random. So you can't go to them and be like, hey, can you draw this for me? And then I'll tattoo it, and then tattoo it for me.
Right.
It's like they have ideas, and that's all they'll do.
Yeah. Hannah really wanted to get in with that tattoo artist, but she is always fucking booked out constantly.
Oh,
She's like one of
see,
the best
that's
around here.
yeah. I was gonna say that's the thing though. If she is constantly getting business and she's getting enough business to the point where she can support herself off of it, then like there's no point in her like if she doesn't want to, there's no point in her tattooing something random that she doesn't actually like, you know?
Exactly. And I hope it would like at least allow her to still have like fun with it. Like, oh, this is my design. Like I really like
Yeah,
this.
definitely.
I like all of our respawn point sets
I
in
know,
the
and then
booking
we break
chat.
the bet. The thing is, we always fucking do this where we do the bed and we leave one, but then every time we've died, we just TP.
We do. I don't know.
We
It's
leave the beds, we collect them, but then every time we TP.
it's a I don't know. It's I don't know.
It's a quirky little thing. It's alright.
Just a thing that we do. It's to keep
It's
the
a...
spirit of the original Farlands or Bust.
Did he do that?
Yeah, he used to like set his respawn point
Ah, okay, okay.
because there was no one to TP to.
Oh, that's true.
I guess he could TP to coordinates, but how does he know where he was?
he doesn't. That's the thing.
So,
Oh, I need more food. Do you need any food?
I do need more food, but
Okay,
I
I'll give you
can-
some.
Okay. I'll make some as well. Oh. I made food.
Alrighty. You don't need any?
I'm okay. I have. Oh, well, I'll take it if you're offering.
Too bad.
My weed.
Fuck, did you
It's
need
okay.
that?
No, it's fine. You're good.
Use it, use it, use
Okay.
it. I heard things
you're
like
good.
pop out of it, and I was like, oh no, I didn't think you were still using it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, do you have any other... Ooh, another... I have one last kind of... It's not really a resolution, but just like something that I would like to do this year. I would really like to learn how to crochet with my hands.
I have been talking about just learning to crochet in general for a very long time, because I used to knit, which is hard.
Mm.
And I think crocheting would be so much easier for me to learn how to do.
Hannah
I would
has a-
actually stick with it.
Hannah has a fucking mental break every time she goes back to trying to learn how to crochet.
Yeah, I used to when I was a kid. My grandma would always try to teach me, and I would literally die every time. But do you mean like the big yarn? Like
Yeah.
the really thick ones?
Yeah,
That's
like-
what you want to do with your hands?
Yes, like the really thick yarn.
Ooh.
I want to make like my own blanket with it. I think that would be very neat. I'm all about blankets.
Yeah, those blankets always look so comfy.
They do, and they're always like $80 fucking dollars, and I'm like, I'm not spending $80 on a blanket.
Yeah, they are very expensive.
So that's my last resolution of the year.
Nice. I don't think I have any more. I don't know. I just want to have a fun year, hang out with fun people, spend time with my friends.
Very valid. I hope that this year one of us blows up so that we can. Do you know that Vine where it's like, I blew up and then I act like I don't know nobody?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that's us.
No, wait, because if one of us blows up, they're gonna act like they don't know us.
No. They have to know us. They just can't know anyone else.
They can't know their family.
Yeah. They have to get rid of their family.
But yeah, I
Family
remember
be
that
gone.
TikTok because he's like, I blew up. Then I pretend like I don't know nobody, and then
Yeah.
goes to show off his like
Yeah, his
his
gross
grill.
teeth. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember because I fucking hated it. He looked like a shark.
He did. He did. Oh man, that was a funny fucking Vine.
Hmm.
But yeah, I hope that happens to one of us this year.
Alrighty.
We'll see.
Let's take votes. Who's gonna?
Okay, we're
actually.
taking votes. Okay.
Who's gonna blow up this year in our group?
Okay, I think it's either gonna be. I have 3 options.
Okay, what are the 3?
It's either gonna be Mel.
Mel is my like top one. I feel like Mel deserves to blow up instantly.
Yeah, Mel is very good. It's either gonna be Mel, it's gonna be Undead. or
Undead
it's-
too, yeah.
Or it's
I can
gonna
see
be
that.
Whelmed.
Whelmed, I agree.
I think
All three,
any
I
three of
agree.
these people. I think all of us have like, the personality and the talent. And I think Shadow used to say this all the time when we first started like streaming and stuff. He's
Mhm.
like, all of us have the talent and the personality to like do this, but we're just like so unknown and undiscoverable.
There's a guardian thing there.
I see it. And I agree. And I think those 3 people have the ability to take the audience that they have now and make it into something bigger.
I agree. I feel like Gizmo's on the verge of going there too.
You think so?
I feel like his streams pop off sometimes, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah. I feel like one of his like baking TikToks of him at his family bakeries gonna blow up, and then people will be like, "Oh my god, you stream!"
Right.
and then they'll love him. You know?
That's valid. I hope him and Blaze become like a power streaming couple.
Yes.
I think that would be very fun. Alright, we'll see. At the end of this year,
Yeah.
I'll clip this.
Yes.
And I'll
Clip this
see.
and keep it, and we will compare. We'll see
Right.
Who succeeded and who failed.
We'll see.
That's an awful way to put that.
Maybe
It was just a joke, but now I feel bad for even
failed.
saying it as a joke.
At the end of this year, there's gonna be people that we don't even talk to anymore.
Oh, that'll be so
That would be
sad.
fucking awful.
To be fair, so we met not this past year, but the year before, right?
Mhm. I think so, yeah.
And there are people that like we would hang out with then that aren't really active online anymore, so we don't talk to them now, you know?
That's true.
Which is strange.
It is, yeah.
Which like they're still great people. We just don't talk to them because they're not online anymore.
Yeah,
They've got lives outside of the internet,
I know.
which is good for them.
Horrifying.
But it's strange to think about how
It
many
is.
people we have met and like met, become friends with, and then like have become distant with in such a short amount of time.
There's definitely still people that I think about within like that I had like not met and like been friends with, but like rated or like, you know, we followed each other back on Twitch within like the first few months of like me streaming who did just
Mhm.
like fall off the internet. And everyone's like I still follow them on Twitch cuz all the time I'm like, where did they go?
Yeah,
Or like
there's a few people.
people
I'm just like,
who followed me like on Twitch who like I would have who would pop into my streams every once in a while and
and
I'm
then they
like,
just
"Oh."
disappear.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh,
I
okay."
I agree. There are some people I think about so regularly, and I'm like, I hope they're doing okay.
Me too.
Miss you. You know?
And like, I don't know. I feel like I used to have a really good memory. Not so much anymore. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I have an awful memory.
But I used to have like a really good memory. So like there's still things about these people that I remember that like
Mhm.
I don't know, it's like weird. It's like even like a year and a half after you like stop showing up, I still remember like small minute details that you told me. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I think it's interesting because you can be like I feel like you can miss someone without even like knowing them. Like there are
Right.
times I'll be like, "Oh, I remember this person used to owe it." Like I'll be doing something on stream. I'm like, "Oh, this person used to like talk about how I did this every time." And
Right.
now I'll do it and there's no comments like that because they're not there.
Yeah. It's definitely weird being a streamer and then remembering like some of your first like people.
Yeah. I feel like I guess it's I don't know. Cuz you're like I don't know this person.
Right.
Never actually talked to them besides like on stream, you know?
It's like for some reason I feel some kind of like connection to you for absolutely
Yeah.
no reason at all.
But like where'd you go?
Right.
Where'd you go, buddy?
Where are you? That it'll like once we become big streamers and like Keegan says when not if is it Keegan who says that?
Maybe?
I don't remember. I'm gonna give it to Keegan.
Oh,
Keegan
a
says,
diamond.
oh, when not if those people will pop back up in our streams and we'll be like, oh my god, I remember you.
I feel like it would be very cool to like, you know, if like in the future we blow up sorry, you just said not
There
to
you
say
go.
if
When
when we blow up in the future and like have even just like you know, just like 50 people just like in your chat talking.
Mhm.
I feel like it'll be very cool to see like an old name and recognize that and be like, wow, oh my god, you're back.
Right.
You know?
You know who would absolutely
Like, I know you.
fucking shatter my heart if they just like
Who?
left? Foggy. If Foggy just
Me
like
too.
stopped showing up, I think I would actually have a fucking mental
I
breakdown.
know. I think I would too.
I think I would cry.
I know Foggy's obviously a lot less active than he used to be,
Mhm.
but he's so busy. Everyone gets so
Yeah.
busy all the time.
He works now.
Um,
He's in a completely different time zone.
I know. He like it's so I understand it's so hard for him to come hang out because of our time zones. But I appreciate him so much.
I do too.
I
I love
messaged
him.
him the other day on it was like the day before New Year's Eve and I was like,
Oh.
Foggy, I appreciate you.
Oh,
Uh,
I love that. I know, I love him. He's great.
I don't know. I was just thinking about like New Year's Eve and how much has happened the past year and I was like, thank you, Foggy.
Oh,
I know we don't talk as much as we used to anymore because life busy,
yeah.
but I appreciate.
Oh, I love that.
And I think about that all the time. I'm just like, damn. I don't know.
Look at how life brought this man all the way from Norway.
I know. We're just we became buds with just this man from Norway who sits in our chat and bans bots.
I know. Love him.
He was like he was tech support for so long.
He was, yeah.
He was like main tech support, and he did not complain a single time.
He did not. I know. Oh my god, I love him.
Appreciation for Foggy all the time.
When we blow up, I'm gonna have to start paying him.
I know. For real, I was thinking, because I always see clips of people being like, oh my god, I actually make real money off Twitch now, and the first thing I'm doing is, like, paying my mods. And I'm like, I want to be able to do that.
Me too. I think it's also, like, I think Ludwig made a video recently on, like, paying mods and, like, why some streamers do and why some streamers don't. And, like, one of his like points on like why streamers don't is like, oh, then it makes like this weird dynamic. I don't know, he explained it a lot better like in his video, but I think like, I don't know, for us who kind of like, I guess also it would change depending on how big we got. We would need more mods, but like I feel like,
guess so, yeah.
I wouldn't just put out like an application like a lot of people do.
No, I feel like I would just mod like trusted members of my community, you know? Like that's how Foggy happened. Foggy's just somebody who would always hang out in chat, and then I needed help, and I was like, Foggy, help, please. Because I didn't know how to do something at some point.
Exactly, and then in that case, I feel like it's different. It doesn't make that awkward kind of dynamic. It's just like, oh, this person helps me all the time and is constantly here. And they deserve to be, you know, paid for what they do. If I'm making enough money to sustain myself, why not, you know, share the wealth?
Exactly. If I can afford it, and this person is helping me, like, because realistically, if you're big enough to where you can afford to pay your mods like that, then I feel like your mods are having to do more work than almost you when it comes to modding your channel, you know?
Exactly.
Because when you there comes to a point, I feel like, where you get so big, it's hard for you to focus on streaming and modding at the same time, because there is going to be so much going on to mod. And I feel like you are at that point, like, the mods are running the stream just as much as you are. So, in my head, it makes complete sense to pay your mods.
Me too.
Even if, like, it doesn't have to be a lot. Obviously, not everyone can afford a lot, even if, because, like, you know. But, like, it doesn't have to be a lot. Just, like, something for their time and their help, you know?
Right.
And it's not completely necessary, I guess. If you're not comfortable with it, whatever. That's your opinion. Personally, I would love to be able to pay mods.
I would
mods, you know?
Yeah, I definitely would like, I don't know. I feel like when we get there, that's like one of the first things that like I'll want to do.
Yeah, the first thing, like, I feel like the first things I'll want to do is be able to pay to have, like, to be able to, like, gift all of my subs, all of my mods a sub for, like, the entire thing, and then also, like, you know, give them a little bit of compensation for helping.
Right.
That'd be great.
I'm excited. I can't wait to get there. I feel like it'll make me feel good inside. I'll be like, oh, I love this, because I historically do not spend money on myself. My favorite thing is to give money to other people.
Me too. I love buying people things.
I'll be very excited when that day comes.
Do
you have any games that you're excited for the new year?
Actually, yes. Oh my fucking god. I've been following this game on Twitter, actually. Okay. It's called Venba. Have you heard of it?
I have not.
So, I'm pretty sure coming out spring of 2023. I'm pretty sure that's the last I heard of it. But it is... Sorry,
It's alright.
I was focusing on climbing that hill. It's a story that is based around cooking, actually. And
I do know exactly what the fuck you're talking about.
Do you know?
Yep, I do.
So it's an Indian family that you're cooking. Yep. And you basically learn their a tree, I'm pretty sure just broke in my face.
Oh.
Whatever. but like you learn about this family's history and like memories of this family through their recipes and while cooking their recipes. And dude, I am pretty sure it's gonna fucking destroy me because
You're
of
gonna be
how
so sad.
the way that they are talking about this game. I already know I will cry on stream because I'm definitely gonna stream it.
Yeah.
I already know I will be I already know I will be crying on stream. Oh my god, don't do that.
God.
I have 2
Don't
hearts.
do that?
But yeah, I'm so excited for it to come out. It looks like it's such a pretty game. First off, that's what like brought me into it on Twitter. They posted a video of the actual like cooking art, like a video of it, of the style of what they were doing, and it was so pretty. And then I was like, what the fuck is this? So I started looking into it, and it was like this whole, oh my god, I'm so excited.
I have also just seen like little clips and like the vague description, but it looks amazing.
Yes, I'm gonna play it on stream, and I'm so excited too. I've been following them on Twitter for like a while.
I love that. I love following like any sort of like indie game on Twitter. I love following them because they're always so interactive with like their fan base.
Yeah.
Venba. Venba seems very adorable. I'm very excited.
Venba's so pretty, and I'm so excited.
It's gonna be fucking heart-wrenching.
Yeah, I think like I said, I think I will cry.
And that's
but that's all right. I recommended Spiritfarer to someone the other day because they were it was one of my coworkers at Starbucks. They were like asking me what games I play. Because we were talking about Switches and stuff. And I was like, "Oh, I don't play games on my Switch all that much. I have more play on my PC." And they're like, "Oh my god, you have a PC?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, all of my roommates do it. And I was like, "Oh, amazing." So they're like asking what I play, and I was like, Minecraft, Valorant, basic shit. I was like, but my favorite is Spiritfarer. Favorite fucking game ever. Will make you cry every 5 seconds though. Do you want to sleep?
Yes. I'm gonna need to stop for beds if we find a village.
Okay. But I was like, will make you cry every 5 seconds. And you know what they said? They said, okay, those are the best games.
Perfect.
And I agree.
That's very fair. I think I've cried at 2 games, and I can't fucking remember what the second one was. But I cried at, God, what is the fucking name? Still There. I cried because my fucking robot died.
Your robot died,
I was fucking pissed. Shadow thinks it's hilarious.
I remember.
Shadow's like, why are you crying? But I was so upset that my robot was dead. I cried at something else, and I swear it was another robot dying, and I don't remember what it was. But yeah.
I cried at Stray when my robot died.
It's the fucking robots, man.
It is the robots.
They get to you for no reason. They worm their way into your heart.
But
yeah, it's always, sometimes it's nice to have a good cry during a game.
It is.
Are there any other games that you're looking forward to?
I can't think currently. Oh, I know Autopsy Simulator has been like a thing in my wish list for probably 1.5 years.
I think
it just says coming soon, but I don't know.
Oh.
No. That's it still hasn't come out.
Oh.
That's
what is that game
fuck,
called?
what is that called? It's open. So yeah, Autopsy Simulator has not come out yet. It just has said coming soon for the past like year. Which is fair enough. The hell is this game called? Is it not actually in here? No, it's not. I don't fucking know what it's called.
Okay. Never mind.
Oh, what is that's gonna bother me. Guess I'll figure it out later.
What is Autopsy Simulator?
Autopsy Simulator, like the Surgeon Simulator that like a lot of like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier and like a lot of big people played originally.
Yeah.
Where you're just basically play as hands that like go around, like you have to do things. Surgery. It's that, but Autopsy. And it seems very cool, but it like, so the game Undead's been playing, That one's very similar, where you have to do like an autopsy and you have to find which body is haunted, I think. Haunted? I don't know. It's like something, there's like either a demon or a ghost or something in one of the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to determine which one it is out of, I think, 3 bodies. That's the one Undead was playing.
I see.
Autopsy Simulator is just an autopsy, I'm pretty sure.
Got it.
But the sound in the one Undead has been playing is awful, in my opinion. The sound of the like ripping open the bodies.
Oh, is it? Ew.
And so I'm like, if Autopsy Simulator is like that, I probably won't play it.
Yeah, ew, you fell into a hole.
I did. But I know it's been in my wishlist for so long. I'm not as excited as I was when I first found it.
That's
Because I was very excited. But now I feel like it's been so long, I'm like, it's alright.
I think once you get to like a point with games, the hype kind of like dies down, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, which is why you probably shouldn't, like, video games probably shouldn't have, like, I don't know, they probably shouldn't announce games so soon in advance.
Yeah.
But regardless.
I feel like there's more I'm excited about, but I'm blanking and can't think of them.
That's fair.
So,
there's a lot of games coming out. There's a lot of games come out every year, and
all the time.
All the time they're coming out. Me personally.
Oh, the second Coffee Talk, actually.
Yes, is that coming out
is
this
coming
year?
out. I'm pretty sure it is.
That's very exciting.
And I'm very excited about that. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're good. That is a really good game. I'm trying to think. Me personally, what the fuck am I excited for? There's a lot of games. Hold on. I'm gonna think of one. At least one, right?
At least one.
At least one.
You're the game person.
I am. Why the fuck do I not have any games that I'm excited for? Apparently, there's no games that have piqued my interest. And I said, fuck all these games. I fucking hate them.
Isn't there a second to one of the games you've played before?
Ooh.
I feel like you were talking. Yes, Oxenfree
is supposed to come out this year. That is a good one. Thank you, Vent.
You're welcome.
Oxenfree is supposed to come out this year. I think I forget about that one because they keep pushing the release date back.
Oh, so it might not come back this year.
I'm like, it might not come out ever, but that's just me.
I know you really like Oxenfree though, so I hope it comes out.
I fucking love Oxenfree. I did just buy it on my Switch. I have it on my PC, but I bought it on my Switch as well because it was $1.99 for the Switch sale recently.
Nice.
So I was like, let me just buy it on here. Let me see what's on my... Oh, this is another one that I'm very excited about that I think is coming out in 2023 on Steam. It just says coming soon. It's called Season, A Letter to the Future. And I played the demo on stream the other week. And it's basically about, what is her name? The main character, she's, like, leaving her town for the first time. Like, she's the first person to leave her, like, little mountain town for the first time in, like, decades. No one's, like, left the town. And so, basically what's happening is, like, her, like, town and her culture believes that, like, there's, like, seasons of life. And so this, like, season of life is, like, coming to an end, and there's some, like, cataclysm that's gonna come and, like, end the season. And so what she's doing is she's going out and she's leaving her town to, like, figure out how other people, like, lived in, like, different places, how they lived out their lives in, like, this season of life, and, like, what this season of life was about.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was very pretty, too, which always pretty games draw me in immediately.
Yeah. Are you planning on streaming that one when it comes out?
I am.
I can't wait to watch.
I'm very excited for it. The main mechanic that was, like, introduced in the demo was, like, taking pictures and, like, audio recordings, and you get to, like, scrapbook all those things.
Ooh, that is cool.
It was amazing. I can tell that some people are gonna spend a lot more time on the scrapbooking, than, like, actually playing the game.
I'd spend a lot of time on the scrapbooking, I'm not gonna lie.
Because it's very, like, the scrapbooking, like,
is it very, like, you can do your own thing with it?
Yeah, exactly. It's very, like, free, you know, do whatever you want. But it's, like, very detailed, so cool. Too. Like, the scrapbooking mechanic, like, you can do whatever you want.
That's so fun. I love that.
They just give you a blank page and they're like, go for it.
Damn, that sounds so cool.
I'm very excited for it. And they also like showed off the bike riding mechanic as well, just a little bit, which was very cool.
Hmm.
Overall, the game was very nice. It handled very well. I did have some audio issues with the demo, but that's just me. That's a me thing. And not a game thing. Oh yeah, a planned
Fair.
release date is January 31st, 2023.
Oh,
So,
nice.
in a few weeks, I'm very excited.
Very cool, very cool.
That's one of those ones that I follow on Twitter that I like retweet and
Oh, yeah.
talk about a lot.
I follow a few on Twitter. I
I
can't.
like following some of the indie games on Twitter.
Yeah. Indie games are always fun, always
That's
fun.
very cool. I follow one that's like very early in development and I don't actually know I don't know where it's gonna go. Like if they're gonna like because I think it's a one person is working on this game.
Oh,
Um
okay. So it might take like a while.
right. It's called Text Me Back and it's kind of they say that it's like heavily inspired by Life is Strange.
Yeah, I've seen your I've seen those tweets because you like them and comment on them and stuff.
Yeah, I'm always
It does
trying
look
to
very cool.
yeah, I like the person who runs the account. They seem very like nice and also just, I want to see where it goes. So I'm trying to like comment as much as possible and like their stuff
Hmm.
so it pushes it out to other people.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of
Um,
different games.
I've decided while talking about this, another resolution of mine is to catch more Kaypenn streams.
Oh.
I feel like for the past like couple months, I am constantly out of the house the second you hit live. Live? The second you hit go live is what I meant.
That is totally fine.
Which is awful. No, it's not. I love Kaypenn streams. It's actually not fine.
My resolution is to catch
Oh,
more
I hit the button.
ItsVentality streams. Like I'll drive.
Okay, okay.
Because I am always like lurking. I'll be there, but I'll be lurking. My resolution is to talk more in ItsVentality streams. I didn't mean to get.
there-
Sorry.
No, you're
I meant
totally
to hit
good.
control to go faster and it didn't fucking work.
I think honestly that should be a resolution for me in general. Every stream, I have been lurking, so I feel like I used to talk a lot more, and now all I do is lurk. That's
Yeah.
it, just lurking.
I'm a big lurker.
And I love lurkers, and I love to lurk, but I also love having conversations with my friends and other
Me,
streamers, you
me
know?
too. That is a
I
good
don't catch like
resolution.
most streams anymore.
You're
It's awful.
busy. Busy,
Fair
busy.
enough. Fuck being busy.
We're all busy. I think the other day in like the Discord I was like, "Hey, I know I'm like always gone from the internet, but I love
I
you
saw that, yeah.
guys."
You were like, I love I can just come back and like none of you act like I've been gone for 4 months.
Yeah. It's like, "Thanks. I appreciate that."
I think that is a cool part of our friend group though.
It is.
We've met some cool people and they all understand that like people need time to like do things other than online. They don't get mad when you don't respond or like don't talk to them for a week, you know?
Ooh, that was a lot of things that happened in the last 4 months of
Yeah.
2022. Were there any other topics that you wanted to talk about?
I don't think so. I'm trying to think of if there's anything. Um, I don't believe there is.
We are on the 2 hour mark for the pod.
Damn,
And I feel
this
like
is a lot longer.
I was gonna say, I feel like we were talking nonstop, so there's not a whole lot to cut out.
No. I mean, it's the first one back, so it may just makes sense that it's long.
Right, a long one to come back to. That's exciting.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to do this every week.
I hope so
Have a
too.
guest next week.
Oh my god. Not a guest.
Not a guest.
I'll have to figure out how to have a fucking guest on the podcast again.
I know. We'll have to actually have questions.
Oh no. Awful. No, we love our guests.
We do.
Mostly because they're all our friends.
Yeah.
And even if they're not, we still love them and enjoy their company.
Yes.
Alright, what are our chords? Oh my god, we haven't done this in so long.
Oh my god.
We're so close.
We're so close.
We're so close. I'm gonna have to bake a cake for next time. Damn.
You're gonna have to what
I'm gonna
for
have
next
to
time?
bake a cake so that I can
my God.
write 500,000 on it. Damn.
Bake a cake, and since it'll be next episode, I will upload a picture.
Perfect.
Right as we hit 500,000
Yep.
blocks.
It'll be our thumbnail for that one.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I hope...
Oh, fuck.
What?
I have to find, the image we use for thumbnails and make it.
Fuck.
Oh, actually, it should be saved in my Photoshop. It'll be alright.
Okay. Alright.
Ow! I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
You're good, you're good. Alright, well, I forget how we end these, but I think we just end them casually.
Yeah, we just say bye-bye.
Bye!